Forestry Plan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, we're beginning to see how things work with this government. Every day you get another piece of the truth, and every day you get one step closer to good government. And it's question period that's making that happen. It's an important function to question the government, and lately to educate the Premier. Last week it took 3 question periods for the Minister of Health to tell us where he's reallocated the $4 million for the Chalmers. 2 days ago, the Premier admitted he didn't understand his own rule changes, and we had to educate him on that. And yesterday, the Premier showed us he doesn't even understand the current rules of the House, and so we had to educate him on that. For example, it's the opposition that asks the questions in question period, and the government provides the answers. And the fact that amendments are proposed in writing, not on the fly in question period. And I still haven't seen a copy of that amendment, so I don't even know what it says. But, Mr. Speaker, he's told us, the Premier, that he doesn't understand his own rule changes. He's shown us he doesn't understand the current rules of the House. So where's his social license now? Is he going to continue to ram these changes through, or he's going to take the time to educate himself? Take these changes back.
Time. Member for Fredericton West Canada.
So thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'll tell the Premier it's my deep concern that we're now a part of 4 years that we're not going to get back. So, Mr. Speaker, even after 24 hours, the Premier doesn't understand how process works in this House. And I don't have the time in this minute to educate him on it, but I'd happily do it all weekend. I'm around, Mr. Speaker, all weekend. I'm happy to give him a tutorial. But I'll tell you what, we do agree to freedom of speech. We've said that a long time, and if I see an amendment, maybe then when I see it, I can tell him what I think about the amendment. But I haven't seen it yet. So I'll take him at his word. But time is running out. Amendments are introduced in writing so that members can read them, consider them, and debate them. That's a basic fact. We're not supposed to be debating things in secret where there's no record. We're supposed to have them on the record so that we can look at them, consider them, and debate them. So, Mr. Speaker, we agree with that. We're happy with that amendment, but we want to know what he's going to do about our other concerns. We've mentioned them numerous times. I'd like to hear, beyond freedom of speech, what else is he going to do to make his changes right?
Time, member. Fredericton West Canada.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, I'm glad that the Premier has condescended to us to tell us that we can actually have freedom of speech back, and I appreciate that. And when I see the amendment through due process, I'm sure that I'll give him a comment on it. But after all this discussion, he still doesn't understand the fundamental rules. But, Mr. Speaker, if nothing else, we've shown the importance of question period this week. And Mr. Speaker, it's my concern that one of the problems with the rule changes is that it's going to limit the number of days sitting in this legislature, and it's going to limit the number of question periods. So, Mr. Speaker, he's given us, just with the Jobs Board, he asked for 1 and he got 3. Well, he's given us 1, freedom of speech back. How about 3 more things? How about he go with a sessional calendar? How about he make some fundamental changes to the way committees are being run and restore those rights to members? And how about he stop talking about deferring votes and go back to the fundamental principle that matters are debated and voted on once debate is concluded?